hitting the button, sending the tweet. You know how we do. Hey, what's going on, everybody? There we go. We got the red light. What's going on, everybody? Andrew Wall here. You guys know that already. Thank you so much for joining me live for another one of our live channel review sessions. If you're not already familiar with me, I'm the co-founder of the #1 gaming network on YouTube, TGN. I've produced over 5,000 videos on YouTube that got over 1 billion views. I'm YouTube certified, and I'm here to help you all succeed and to grow your YouTube channel, your Twitch avenue, your Mixer avenue, your social media avenues, to help you do what you love every single day for a living. That's what I'm trying to do. So thank you everybody for joining me, everybody who arrived early, WAA Fellow, Lewis the Pen, Clash Bashing. It's wonderful to see all of you guys show up early in chat, and I just tweeted this thing out. So we're gonna try to get some retweets going here on this live stream. And this is a big announcement for me. I'm gonna be doing live streams daily starting next week. So this is going to be kind of a preview. This sort of setup I've got right here is a preview. I've got my patrons over here now. On this side, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. And over here, live chat should be showing up, but it's not working properly, so that's fun. But that'll be showing up later once I fix that. So yeah, I am really, really excited about going daily with these live streams starting next week. So there you go. Our Master-in-Chief has arrived. Thanks, WAA Fellow. I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. And WAA Fellow is going to be who we're kicking this thing off with, by the way. Here we go. Here's the tweet. I posted it in chat there. Go ahead and give it a retweet or give it a like if you don't want to retweet. Let's get the word out to other YouTubers on what's going on here. But what we're going to do today is answer some of WAA Fellow's questions first. Then I'm going to show you guys, I repeated that Reddit success. Remember that story I told you where we got 1 million views on a video on Reddit? I'm going to show you the most recent example of us blowing up a post on Reddit again, which was really, really awesome. And that's going to be exciting. I want to show you kind of the strategy there as well. And yeah, we're going to kick some ass today. So yeah, I'm going to do Monday through Friday streams next week, starting at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's all scheduled out on my YouTube channel. So if you go there right now, go to Awall versus. I'm actually going to take the headphones off now. I don't actually need them anymore. I've got a new setup here where I'm free. I'm in the middle of the frame and I'm free to do whatever I want. But if you go to my channel right now and you scroll down, you'll see all of my upcoming live streams. And as you can see, I've got one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week already scheduled out in the channel. So you guys can go ahead and set notifications for those and get ready for all of those live streams that are coming up. So I'm really, really excited about this. So the 80-20 thing was interesting, says Lewis the Pen. I'm glad you found that. You need to attack Reddit for real. Yes, indeed. So, all right, first thing, well, let's just talk about the Reddit thing first, because this is exciting news to me. And then WAA Fellow, your questions will be answered right here at the beginning of the stream. WAA Fellow is one of my wonderful patrons. So here's what happened. We produced a fantastic video on the TGN channel. Jonathan Moxness ended up being the main producer for that, as he is for a lot of our more custom videos. And we posted it here on Reddit again, and I posted it on Reddit. And one thing that's critical to know is one other person, a fan or whatever, or actually a graphics artist on our team, just felt compelled to post this video on Reddit, and they didn't have enough karma to break through on this Reddit. And so it didn't actually get them the traction that they were looking for. It didn't actually show up in the subreddit. But as you can see, we've got 4,700 upvotes on this post, which is fantastic, and unlimited comments with very, very supportive feedback from the community. Moxness is getting in there and just answering people's questions. And this is a piece of genuine content that is valuable to this community. And we, through TGN, have been contributing to this community, to the Overwatch community, since the earlier stages of the game. And we've produced, I think, like close to like 500 or 600 videos about this particular game. And we've also posted successful posts in the past. And as you can see, this video is in real time is like it's at about 100,000 views already. A lot of that traction is because of the Reddit post. So it's performing much higher than normal. So this sort of strategy that I keep talking about works. We continually repeat the success of this Reddit strategy, which is this. Don't self-promote on a subreddit if the rules of that subreddit, here, let me go full screen to tell all of you guys. Don't self-promote yourself on a subreddit if the rules of that subreddit tell you you can't do that. If you do want to post a link on a subreddit, you need to build up trust and clout and relationships on that subreddit before you end up posting there. And if you are still unsure as to whether you can post a link to something absolutely incredible that you've created, contact the moderators and ask them what would be okay and what wouldn't. And in the case of these videos that John produced, they are so valuable. Like in this video, he literally recreated a Dark Souls version of Overwatch, like a faithful recreation of Overwatch as another game. Okay, so when we posted this in the subreddit, this is a piece of extremely valuable fan content that anybody who sees it recognizes that this is something that we put a lot of love into and a lot of true care about the subject into. And that's something that allowed us to have this be a successful post on Reddit and not to get taken down by the moderators. So your intentions have to be clear whenever you post on Reddit with your content, and your relationships have to be built. And then there is some opportunity for you to post. And in some cases, like you've seen me show you before, this one got 4,700 upvotes. And in the past, I've had one that got 8,000 upvotes as well. So now I'm close to, I don't know if you can see it up here in the corner. Now I'm close to 20,000 karma on Reddit, because whenever I post content, it's content that people care about. It's content that actually matters to the community, and that's something that really, really is important for mastering a Reddit strategy. Cool. Shout outs to What's Up in chat. What's up, Rel? Yeah, good to see you catching those live streams. Blue Angels Gaming in chat. Zishan in chat. Zishan in chat. Great to see all of you. Give this stream a thumbs up if you are enjoying it at all. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a like or a retweet here on the tweet, and let's get the good word out about this live stream. And I'm going, like I said earlier, I'm going daily with these live streams starting next week. Hold on a second. Do you guys see something down here? What is this? Is it telling me like an error with chat? What is this? Let's see. What do you guys see there? Yeah, I'm trying to get my chat set up so it works properly. I don't know, it's giving like some kind of error message here. Anyway, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and it's supposed to be this like beautiful transparent chat down here. Is it working now? I don't know, let me know what you think. Showtime, it worked. Oh yeah, it worked? Let me know if the chat's showing up properly. There it goes. It's now showing up. Yes, the chat is showing up, it's working. Streamlabs OBS for the win. Beautiful. The bars are kind of huge and stuff. I'll work on that later. Anyway, Echo Gaming's in chat. Showtime's in chat. Great to see you. Jamil. Please sub to me. I sub to you. No, I'm not gonna do sub for sub. I've talked with you guys about sub for sub in the past, and that's not a great way to promote yourself. But yeah, I'm improving the stream, taking the headphones off, getting the microphone out. That's the deal. So anyway, that was it with this post. I wanted to share with you that my Reddit strategy is repeatable, assuming that you are a good person and assuming that you have the right intentions. You can succeed with Reddit. Cool? Great. Piece of advice and story complete. All right, beautiful. It looks like it resets chat. That's why it's not showing up right now. Every time I switch scenes, it resets chat and it doesn't keep historical chat. I will fix that. So next thing, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a question that WAA Fellow, one of my wonderful patrons, gave me. And WAA Fellow is asking me about his car jams video series on his channel, and asking whether he can continue that series moving forward and perhaps make another channel for that series. So that's a really good question. This is something that's tough for a lot of YouTubers when they have an extremely popular piece of content. They want to repeat it. It may not fit with their core strategy, but they want to know if they can get those sweet, sweet views and that sweet, sweet audience growth from the content. So WAA Fellow, let's go ahead and address this question. So as you guys can see, the majority of the content on WAA Fellow's channel, let me zoom in for you, is primarily magic content. And so that magic content doesn't necessarily fit with this kind of content, which is him just jamming out to songs in his car. I've showed you guys this content before, right above my head right here. This content's wonderful. His energy's tangible. These videos got tens of thousands of views. They did significantly better than a lot of his normal magic content, right? So here's the deal. This obviously doesn't fit on his core channel. He's going to be getting copyright claims from this type of content, and you know, WAA Fellow, I think that you're in danger of getting copyright strikes with this kind of content moving forward. So this is something for everybody who's watching, WAA Fellow or not. All of you pay very close attention to what I'm about to tell you right now. Oh, somebody's starstruck by Bash in chat. Echo is starstruck by Bash in chat. Oh dear, is that Clash bashing in chat? Oh dear, such a big Clash celebrity. So anyway, WAA Fellow and everybody in terms of music content, all of these platforms are going to get tighter and tighter and tighter with the music content out there. And so this is not just YouTube. This is going to include Twitch. This is going to include Mixer. It's already starting to include Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and everyone under the sun. And YouTube is just the platform that people talk about because YouTube, we're going to go full screen to have a serious conversation about music real quick, guys. YouTube, you see the claims because it's got the really advanced detection system to detect music assets. And music rights holders are Fashiel, you are going to get banned from my channel. I'm just going to hide user. You just keep spamming me to ask you to sub to your channel, and I'm just not going to do it. I don't respond to spam to sub to channels. So YouTube has the most advanced system, as you guys know, content claiming, content ID. You've probably seen claims on your videos. You can't play around with music. Twitter is moving that direction. Facebook is moving that direction, and every other platform on the internet will have to move that direction moving forward. Here's the scary part. As a rights holder, you have first strike. You have first move. So what I mean by that is, if WAA Fellow does this fan track right here on his channel, and he gets struck by the rights holder, then you have to dispute that as somebody who has a channel. Let's say you get struck 3 times. All at once. Let's say you do a couple hundred videos like this on your channel, you get struck 3 times all at once, your channel's gone. You now have to dispute and make a case for fair use to get your channel back. And that's the problem when you're using music content that you don't exclusively have the commercial rights for on any of your avenues, is that you put your channel up for being just disappearing instantly. And you have to defend it to get your channel back to life. So, you know, I advise everyone who asks me about how to handle music content, there's only one safe play to make, and that is do not use music that you do not exclusively have the commercial rights to use on any of your avenues. That's not just YouTube, that's also Twitter and Facebook and everything else. Okay, on Twitter right now, real talk. On Twitter right now, if you have ancient content on Twitter, like let's say from, I'll pull up Twitter just for fun. Let's say from 2 years ago on Twitter, you have, you know, some video you posted and you had some song in the background. You thought it was no big deal. Guess what? Music rights holders are now on Twitter claiming content and striking content that they have the rights for. So this YouTube reality that you've seen where music content on YouTube will get claimed and struck and you can debate and what have you, that type of scenario is happening for all other platforms moving forward. So if you do not have the exclusive written consent of the music rights holder to monetize that content, to have the commercial rights for that content on that specific platform, that music on that specific platform, do not use that music, even if you think it's under fair use. We are in the wild west of the internet right now, everybody. It's the wild west. Any of these rights holders can just hit you at any point, and it can be devastating to your online business and to your channel, and it can kill you. So even if you're covered by fair use, you will have to defend yourself. Do you want to be in a position where you have to defend yourself constantly with music? I just don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. The rights holder gets first strike. And when you get first strike, you can cause a lot of damage up front. Okay, so that being said, if you do a second channel, WAA Fellow, to do that kind of jam out kind of content like this, then it will reduce your risk of your main channel being taken down, of course, if you make this kind of content, absolutely. But just keep in mind, if you have a channel with eventually dozens, maybe hundreds of you jamming out to music in a car, if the wrong stock price dips in the stock market, if the wrong boardroom puts pressure on the wrong manager, if a jerkwad executive ends up joining some music company, they can just all of a sudden flip the switch on their policy on their music on YouTube, and your channel could get insta-killed just like that. With just some person at one of these music companies, these big music companies, just making a decision of strike everything for this artist, this artist, this artist. And it doesn't matter what their team tells them at that moment. They might be like, well, listen, you have to be careful because there's YouTubers, and they're promoted. They'll be like, shut up and strike them. That happens, man. That happens. Companies can change how they manage their rights to music like that, and it puts you in a vulnerable position. So if you do this, start a new channel, but just realize that that new channel of you jamming out to other people's music is extremely high risk. Cool? Should I private those videos right now, even if they're still getting views? WAA Fellow, privating a video doesn't help you when it comes to music. That content can be detected through Content ID, whether it's private, unlisted, or whatever. So if this band is cool with you or whatever, you can leave it up. That's fine. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you whether you should take down your existing car jams. I'm going to tell you that you probably shouldn't do any more car jams in the future on your main channel if your main channel is what you're looking to use. Hey, Relia asks, will you get a strike if it's not monetized? Whether your content is monetized or not, you can get your content claimed, you can get your content blocked, you can get your content tracked, and you can get your content struck. It doesn't matter whether it's monetized, it doesn't matter whether it's public, it doesn't matter whether it's unlisted, it doesn't matter whether it's private. If that content is on YouTube, it is vulnerable to all of those functions. It is more difficult to detect if it's private because you can't search for it, and human beings that are manually searching for music like this can't find it if it's private, but it is still vulnerable to those rights systems. Cool? So your comment here is, I could do a second channel with that stuff, right? And it might eventually be taken down if it's a separate channel and I never monetize and I give credit in the description. Yes. Yes, it doesn't matter if you don't monetize, you give credit in the description. Like, all of those things can help. The band or the company might see that, you know, this is helping them promote their artists. That's cool. And they may just give you leniency, or they may just let it slide for now. But just like any other company, they have to look out for their bottom line. And when companies' bottom line isn't doing well, you know what they do, right? They lash out against other people and they blame other people for their problems. That is a standard thing that every major company does. Executives go, well, listen, board of directors, the reason why we're not making all of the revenue that we should be making is because people are stealing our content on the internet. That's one thing that I'm going to do as a competent executive to make sure that these revenue numbers are up by next quarter. And what they're going to do is they're going to go to their management team. They're going to go, claim everything, strike everything. I want to see big numbers on my desk by the end of the week. That's how real companies work, man. So do you really want to put yourself in a position where you're vulnerable to that, those human decisions, but the interests of big companies? It's really risky. It's really risky. I know you're having fun doing the content, and if you want to do this content because you think it's super, super fun, and that's strictly the only reason really why you want to do these videos, because it's fun, then do it because it's fun. But just realize that it is a high-risk content strategy. Cool? Cool. Let me answer a few more questions, and I'll answer the second half of your inquiry there, WAA Fellow. It will either monetize your vid for them or strike the channel, I think. So when you're a rights holder for music on YouTube, what you can do whatever you want with that. So you have a number of options in front of you as a rights holder. You can track a piece of content, you can block a piece of content, and you can choose your country. You can monetize and claim a piece of content, or you can strike a piece of content. Or you can do nothing. You have 5 options in front of you. And as the rights holder, you can choose which one you want to do. Now, the other person can dispute, and there are dispute systems in place where you can try to, reach a resolution that's agreeable between both parties. But who knows? They have the rights to the music, so they're gonna win, right? So whatever they want, they win. So you can make a case for fair use and stuff, but it's tough. It's a tough case to make. Beautiful. Showtime says, can you live stream on YouTube and not make it available later? I don't understand. Can you live stream music on YouTube and not make it available? No, there is technology now. I see what you're saying. If you live stream on YouTube, there is technology now that will detect music during a live stream. So that technology is starting to happen. It's already happening. I saw H3 do a live stream, and they played a clip of, what was it? Alex Jones, the InfoWars guy, on their live stream, and during their live stream got struck, or it got eliminated. So live stream detection exists, and live stream enforcement exists. So if you live stream music, you are just as vulnerable as anybody who has it in a video. Live streaming does not make you immune to music rights. Everybody who's been on Twitch forever, right? Everybody who's been on Twitch, you know, is like, oh, well, you can just play any music you want and there's no problem. Guess what, friends? Listen real carefully to this, everybody who's on Twitch. The day of reckoning will be upon us very, very soon for Twitch. And these music rights holders are going to get in here. They're going to demand a detection system on the platform for music during live streams. And guess what? There's going to be massive hell to pay for all live streamers who have ever streamed copyright music, which is like 80% of live streamers on Twitch. Twitch is in an extremely vulnerable position because most big streamers, it's just a live stream of copyright content with music. That's not a problem that music rights holders are just gonna let slide forever, y'all. It's gonna be a huge problem for Twitch live streamers. So if you're playing pop music, if you're playing rock music, if you're playing whatever during your live stream and you think you're good because it's live, think again. Your channel will be gone in a year or two whenever that enforcement hits. Clean it up today. Look, I've dealt with, on a professional level, strikes on Twitter for music. Twitter for music. It's happening. These platforms are starting to strike. They're starting to claim. The rights holders are realizing they need to get in on all platforms, not just YouTube. So prepare today to protect yourself. Please listen to me. Because if you put hundreds of hours and thousands of hours into your Twitch avenue or your Twitter account or your Facebook account or your Mixer account, and you think it's good to just play whatever tracks you want, that's cool. Get it while the getting's good. But if you have those VODs up, if those VODs are around, or if there's any way to detect that you use copyright music in the past, you're vulnerable to having your channel disappear. Cool? Do you want to see a magic trick? Use copyright music and your channel will disappear. All right, beautiful. People just love car jams so much. I hate that you can't use it. I'm just telling you to play it safe, okay? That's it. I'm just telling you to play it safe. I'm going down chat here. I'm a little bit behind on chat because I'm trying to address all of your questions, so thanks for bearing with me. If you stream and you make it where there won't be a video afterwards, will the watch time of your stream count? You're trying to get those 4K hours? No. It needs to be a video later. You need to let your live stream become a video to get the 4K. I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure on that. Blue Angels Gaming, by the way, thank you for coming to the live stream. Showtime says, can you live stream music, just not make it available later for views? Yeah, I think I answered that question earlier. No, your live stream is vulnerable today. Enforcement is increasing, so be very, very careful. You are vulnerable right now. Don't play around. Do not play around with using copyright music. Yeah, that band is cool with me. They even invited you to meet them. Yeah, I saw one. I saw that. I saw you do a video, WAA Fellow, where the band you did that car jam video for invited you out. So that's probably lower risk. But there is a scenario where that band joins another, record label in 5 years. And that record label, they're run by a bunch of dicks. That record label strikes your channel. You ready for that? Because it's not the band's call what happens to their music. It's whoever manages the rights to their music. So you're good for now. It's probably lower risk. you're probably gonna be fine, man. Like, you're probably gonna be just fine. But there is the possibility of utter annihilation. And I just want everybody to know that you're taking the risk of utter annihilation when you make these music decisions, okay? I'm not trying to be too doom and gloom. Hybrid Steel, first time you've managed to get to a live stream. Hybrid Steel, thank you for joining the live stream. Glad to see you. What do you guys think? With the mic out of the way, with me in the middle, chat and patron stuff here, what do you guys think of this format? I got the headphones off. It's a little more natural. You get to see my beautiful, my beautiful golden locks. You guys that are just joining me, I am going live 5 days in a row next week. 5 days in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's all on my channel. Here's just check out my video description on my live stream. We're about to do live streamception. Go down to the bottom and you guys can always see my live stream schedule right here between the 2 red dots. Check it out. You can set notifications on these upcoming live streams for next week. And you guys, I want you guys to be here. I want to answer more of your questions. So I'm going live 5 times for you. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that and we'll see how that dynamic is. I like going live more than I like making videos. So maybe I should go live more, right? Cool. Lewis the Pen says, so you can live stream that music and then delete the stream afterwards on YouTube? Yes, you can live stream music and then delete it afterwards on YouTube, but you're still vulnerable to copyright claims and strikes while you're live streaming it, right? So anytime music exists on any platform, you are vulnerable to getting it to no action, track, block, claim, or strike. You are vulnerable to all of those at all times when you are putting copyright content that you do not own, especially on YouTube. Twitter's starting to ramp up, Facebook's starting to ramp up, Twitch in the future will be ramping up, Mixer will be ramping up, Instagram will be ramping up, enforcement will be happening. And full enforcement will happen as soon as TV dies, or like TV breaks, and then all TV money has to go to the internet. At that point, once that happens, the executives in the boardrooms and the board of directors and the stock market's gonna freak out. And they're gonna say, enforcement, enforcement, enforcement. We need control, control, control. Because our old business model of TV is now out of control. Chaos. And once chaos happens, what do people do? They want control. How do you get control? You block, you track, you monetize, you strike. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, Hybrid Steel says, yeah, I've streamed music from a game I'm playing and then got smashed with copyright music. There you go. So you remove the video afterwards, you lose the views, but your channel is safe. So if you get a copyright strike, never delete that video. If you delete a video when it gets a copyright strike, you can't dispute it later and no one can help you with it. It's gone. So never delete a video that got a copyright strike. If you got a video that got a copyright claim, if you delete the video, then it can't be struck after that. But that doesn't make the claim like go away or something. You know what I mean? Like it can't be struck after that because being struck is a more severe action than a claim. Does that make sense? Beautiful. Squad Track, hello, did I miss anything? Because I'm streaming on Twitch and you just finished. Congratulations, Squad Track. Squad Track sent me a thumbnail. I haven't had a chance to review your thumbnail. He was taking other people's thumbnails on YouTube and now he's making his own. So I congratulate you for recognizing the error of your ways and then taking action to improve yourself. Thumbs up to that. Clash Bashing, I've seen YT streams, there you go. Clash Bashing saying, I've seen YT streams be taken down mid-stream. That's right, H3. Here, I'll just pull up the example of H3 on YouTube and just show you guys the recent example of Alex Jones's stream being taken down. The Alex Jones stream. Now let's see here. H3, here you go. Here it is. Tribute to Alex Jones's deleted YouTube channel. So they had to release this separately afterwards. They couldn't play this video during their actual live stream because it took down the live stream. They had to contact YouTube and they had to stop streaming for like an hour to resolve this because it wouldn't let them play this content live. I don't even want to show the thumbnail preview. That's how dangerous it is while I'm streaming. Yep. Good, we're all learning about copyright today. This is great. This is wonderful. I would hate to see me work with you wonderful patrons, you wonderful folks in chat for too long. You put in so much effort into your channel to grow, and then you make a silly mistake like using copyright music in your content and then just getting destroyed with it. So yeah. There you go, Clash Bashing saying Twitch channels are starting to get strikes too. See, I told you, Twitch enforcement's happening. I think on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and those platforms, the claims are manual claims. So like a human being is going to Twitch and is starting to strike people's channels. I don't know if they have automated systems in place right now for this to actually detect music on the platform, but they will. On Twitter, it's not automated systems, it's manual detection of a human being going through different content and seeing if there's copyright music there, but it will have auto detection. The prophecy is coming true. So Twitch channels will get terminated then too also. I don't know what the number of strikes that leads to termination is on Twitch. Perhaps Clash Bashing. You can tell us that number if you're way more familiar with the more recent strikes that have been happening on Twitch. Let me know how that system works. In fact, I'm going to make a note to research the Twitch copyright strikes policy so I can have that in my back pocket to tell you guys in future live streams. Good call. Beautiful. So let's see what else you guys have here. Yeah, Raylia says most Twitch live streamers that you see have set up with Pandora or whatever. Yeah, they are super vulnerable. Like they need to stop immediately doing that. They will be struck down into oblivion. The music rights holders will strike them down with all of their hatred and anger. And they'll be gone, man. Like their channel will just disappear. Who cares? You're a nobody streamer. Like even if you have like 100,000 followers, who cares? You're a nobody to these music companies. And really you're a nobody to Twitch. Like I'm not saying that Twitch doesn't care about you, but if it comes down to lawsuit from music company, multi-million-dollar lawsuit versus your 100,000 follower Twitch channel, you better believe that they're just gonna let you go because you broke the law. And to avoid that lawsuit. Come on, you know that's true. Twitch is run by great people, but they have to make good business decisions, right? On Twitter, you know that's right. Twitter strikes is a thing, baby. Twitter claims is a thing. They just go away. The channel gets suspended on Twitch, Clash is saying. Got it. There you go. Waffle Fellow saying, I got struck on Twitter once because of a car jam. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you think of the setup with chat over here, with patrons over here, chat over here. I've also got alerts that'll pop up over my head if any of you guys become my patron. It should pop down, and I'll be able to see if any new patrons happen. So I'm trying to improve the setup here, trying to make it feel a little bit more natural, and just constantly looking to improve myself. Yeah. All right, beautiful. I'm a little behind on chat, I know, but I want to make sure I address everything you guys have to say. Hey, Purple Purr with the purple heart. It's great to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Is there a limit on how long of a video you can post on Twitter? Should you cut your videos to drive people? Yes, 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 yes. That's a wonderful question. Before I do that, everybody who's in chat, give this tweet a like, will ya? This is my tweet where I'm promoting this live stream. Help me get the word out there. Give this tweet a like, will ya? But let's see, we got 5 likes. Come on, we can do better than that. So, okay, here we go. So whenever you're posting a video on Twitter like this one, as you can see, it's a 2 minute and 5 second video or whatever. You can go up to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. There you go. Let's see, there we go. You can go up to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. On these. So you should trim the video before you do it, and you should go into Twitter ads and use Twitter Media Studio. Then when you're in Twitter Media Studio, you can set a call to action to watch on YouTube later. 2 minutes and 20 is your max on this, and just make sure the very beginning of the video, you're saying what the value of the video is right out the gate. So like right when I start this video, I go, do tags matter at all? Do they help you grow your channel? And then you got to hook people with what the value of the video is right out the gate. 2 minutes and 20 seconds is the limit on this platform. Okay? And should you, oh, you're asking, should you cut your videos to drive traffic from Twitter to YouTube? And the answer to that is 100% you should do that. Absolutely, my friend, absolutely. So I don't know if you got this idea by if you watched my video, but here, I'm gonna link in chat a Twitter strategy video where it shows you precisely how to do this. Don't be scared of having to give your credit card to Twitter. You don't have to pay them any money. Watch this video, but how much time does it really take for you to do a quick 2-minute cut of your video? Almost no time, right? I release videos on Twitter, they get 200, 400, 600, sometimes 2,000 views, okay? On YouTube, they may get 100 views. I release them on LinkedIn too, and on LinkedIn, they get 2,000 to 3,000 views. So releasing your content, if it's relevant to those other platforms, can be an extremely beneficial way to grow your audience, right? Highly recommend it. Coffee time. Cheers to all of you. Thank you all so much for coming. And I can't wait to do these daily streams next week. I love talking about this stuff. I don't know if you could tell, but I love it. I love it so much. Waffle Fellow, I'm going to get to the second half of your question in just a minute. I just wanted to make sure that I got to chat for a bit. If you want to use music, try a website called BandLab. It's free. Haven't had an issue. I can't endorse BandLab or Audio Hero. I don't know if either of how legit either of those are. Definitely check it out and make sure that you have, in any scenario, whatever you pick up, make sure you have the commercial rights. Okay? Make sure you have the commercial rights to that content. The chat's a little much. Yeah, the chat's kind of huge over there, huh? After the stream, I'm gonna make the chat smaller. Maybe like condense it down a little bit and move it over a bit, The bars like stick out too far towards me, huh? They're a little bit too much. Maybe I'll just tone it down a little bit. Let me know if you want me to get rid of chat. I can get rid of chat as well. You like it when the chat disappears after a few seconds? Okay, got it. That's cool. I'll see if I can do that. Beautiful. You're gearing up to sponsor on Patreon. You love all the great info. Rail, yeah, that would be amazing if you sponsored on Patreon. That would be fantastic. So thank you very, very much if you do. If you don't, feel free to join me on these live streams. No problem. Excellent. You just deleted all your claimed videos? Wow, Echo. You like just now deleted all your claimed videos? That's a pretty bold move. Okay. You just don't want to take any risk, huh? All right, you don't have to do that, but certainly it decreases risk of them turning into a strike later. If I was a smaller channel, they would not even reply to the tweet of H3. Yep. Hey Tom, it's Tom Nash in chat, everybody. Whoop whoop whoop. Tom Nash is here. Tom Nash is here. Tom and I have been talking about a way for us to do a live collaboration with each other. If you guys are not already familiar, here's Tom Nash's channel. I'm gonna drop it in chat for you. He is a YouTube certified expert. He's helping people get more views and more subscribers. He's helping out creators just like me. Go check him out, I highly recommend. He did live channel reviews yesterday. He's a good guy. Tom Nash, everybody in chat. But he and I are trying to figure out another way to do a collaboration. And he and I did an interview on his channel about how to get millions of views on Reddit and what have you, and that is on his channel as well. So Tom, thanks for joining us. There I am, looking at myself. That's great. Beautiful. So, okay, I'm gonna get to Waffle Fellow's question now, the second half of Waffle Fellow's question. You have some ideas for video content, including People Am Stupid, a movie and superhero podcast, and news with friends. Wouldn't that work on my main personal magic focus channel? That wouldn't work on your main channel. You wouldn't spend all my time and energy on these new channels, but it'd be a place that you could post. Got it. All right. People Am Stupid, a movie and superhero podcast and news. Okay. I mean, if you're going to go with a podcast series, I can't recommend enough doing a podcast if you have the time to do a podcast. Podcasts are blowing up right now like never before. I'm currently subscribed to 9 different podcasts. And if you can do a movie and superhero podcast that's compelling in audio format, then eventually you can convert that one day to a video format as well. So an example I want to show of that is Pod Save America. And Pod Save America is one of the top podcasts in, here, let me go ahead and pull up the YouTube channel. It's one of the top podcasts in North America. And they started as a podcast-only venture. These are former Obama employees. But then after their podcast blew up in audio format, they then started doing a video format show as a second move. And the reason why I would recommend that podcasts almost always, if you can help it, start out in audio only is because you can record on the go. You can record using a condenser mic on your phone. You can record using a handy recorder. You can record using a lot of different devices while you're on the go. So you can do a more time-effective strategy before you try to go with a video podcast instead. So if you want to do podcast, I'd recommend going audio only podcast and then ensuring that you have the right distribution for that podcast by making sure that you're on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes. Excuse me, making sure that you're on all 3 of those no matter what. And then there are a lot of other platforms that you can have your RSS feed plugged into as well. I can do some content later on to help you guys with podcast distribution if you'd like. But I'd start audio only. And just to talk gear for just a minute in terms of audio only stuff, let me go ahead and just show you some gear. For anybody else who's thinking about doing mobile recording or thinking about doing audio stuff at some point, there are a few pieces of gear I would recommend for mobile recording. Handy recorders are fantastic. So this handy recorder right here, I've actually got one in my room. This handy recorder 2018 model, here you go. There's actually one with the furry outdoor shield. I will go ahead and drop a link right here for you guys. If you guys want to do a podcast on the go, this mic can record on the go from anywhere. You just hold this thing in your hand and you can record and it'll show you your volume levels. It's got a decent mic on board. You can monitor yourself with headphones and it all records to a card and you can just put this thing in your pocket. It's $99 and I highly recommend this product. Let me see, I've actually got a physical one here. Let me see if I can show you the physical one. This could be something really, really good for you. Here, let me go over here and check it out. Observe my butt. Let's see. Where are you? Oh. I see. It's in the other room. All I have here in this room is the stand for it. Oops. But anyway, this handy recorder could be a really good mobile recording solution for you for only $119 if you're looking to record on the go and have a relatively high quality recording solution. And another option for you would be the Shure iPhone mic. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you. This guy right here, it's a little bit more expensive. If you have an iPhone, this thing is godly. It is a condenser mic that you can put on your iPhone. You plug it into your lightning port right in the bottom of your phone. And it has this wonderful DSP settings that you can use, and it'll flatten out your vocals and auto process and auto compress your vocals. And you just plug it into your phone. It's freaking amazing. And it comes with software where you can change your gain and your equalization and what have you. If you want to record on the go and you have an iPhone, this product is amazing as well. So these are the two like low cost mobile recording products I would highly recommend. iPhone mic. I'll go ahead and link that in chat too if you're interested in that. Cool. So I know somebody like you, Waffle Fellow, you have a lot going on in your life. You're trying to film these magic videos. You maybe are on the go. Maybe you have a chance to record some thoughts here and there for a podcast. Having a mobile recording solution like this could be a way for you to get more yield from your time, so you don't always have to be in the same location every single time you're recording. Just food for thought. Cool? Lewis the Pen says, if you have a minute, could I suggest you do what to do with my channel? He says, Lewis the Pen, only enjoy making content on one game, Clash of Clans, but sadly the game is going downhill, as you probably know. All right, Lewis the Pen, let's go ahead and take a look at Lewis the Pen's channel. Let me pull you up right now. And also in chat, you guys want to give some advice to Lewis the Pen? More sound effects and voices. My gaming needs are coming out, my friends. All right, here is Lewis the Pen's channel. I like the banner. It's not quite mobile friendly, but it's good. It communicates the nature of your channel, which is cool. It's fun. It's Clash. Okay. You only like covering one game, Clash. It's a dying game, so here's what he means by that. Go to Google Trends, because Google Trends is your friend. It's a dying game. Let's see how bad it's dying. Let's go ahead and go global. And let's go the past 5 years. Let's go YouTube search. So yes, Clash absolutely is a dying game, as you can see from this trend line here. So you want to cover something that is a dying trend. What should you do next? Okay. This is a tough one. You have a Zoom H1 and you like it? Okay, cool. Good to hear, Waffle Fellow. Okay. Oh my gosh, Dar Sizzle was in chat. Sorry I missed you earlier. Dar Sizzle in the house. TGIF to you as well. That's wonderful. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat, guys, because I'm answering so many questions. So here is the deal. Let's take a look at your channel. So right now, you're doing things that are showing, I guess these are clans. 3 Strikes versus Fairy Tale. 3 Strikes versus Tamil Archers. 2. There's these logos of different teams, I guess, that are a part of like a league, it appears. And you're also mixing in some Fortnite gameplay in there as well. So it looks like you kind of briefly tried Fortnite to see if that would work on your channel or not. Got it. And it looks like in the past, you've had a few hits on your channel that were videos that communicated clear value. But recently, you're trying out this new stuff and it's not doing extremely well. Got it. Okay. So, you know, I gave the same advice to Clash bashing, and this is kind of like meta level advice. There are 3 different options for you and your channel. Are you ready for these mind-bending options? Option number 1. If you're on anybody who's watching the stream, if you're covering a topic that's dying, you have one of 3 options in front of you. This is it. Option number 1 for you is to expand into other games within Supercell's roster. So you'd be able to go to like Clash Royale in addition to Clash of Clans, and then maybe you could cover other upcoming games that Supercell's going to be releasing. Cool. Option number 2 is to, I don't think you can really go with that option. I think you only have 2 options, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think you only have 2 options. Okay. Option number 2 is to go ahead and do unique content for Clash of Clans today. So when you look at your channel, you're doing content that's covering, you know, different teams and different competitive and what have you. And you're really going into the game and the gameplay. But it's difficult for you to compete with everyone else because you're basically covering gameplay-based content when everybody else and their brother is doing gameplay-based content along the way. So what is it that can make you stand out? Are you the best player in the world? Is there a lot of new content? Probably not. Are you going to be able to teach people things they don't already know? Maybe. So, and are you going to be able to do unique challenges nobody's ever really seen before? Probably not. So the one thing that's on the table for you, and it's probably the strongest option for you, for Clash bashing, and for Echo at this point, is to try to do unique appeal through content. And one idea I threw out there, Clash Bashing liked it, and it's an idea for everyone to consider, is mashing up old things that are dying, like Clash of Clans, with new things that are trending, like, Fortnite, or, different Marvel movies or whatever. Like you could do Avengers or whatever, and whatever's popular today. And so what you can do when you're doing something that's dying, you can latch onto something that's trending and then mash up those two concepts together in a piece of content. So for example, the next Avengers movie is coming out, or there's some trailer for the Avengers. Find a way to integrate those elements from that trailer and from that pop culture trend into Clash of Clans. So it could be like you could make a Thanos build, or you could do like an Avengers build, or you could theme some clan wars as, Civil War or whatever. You mash up the popular thing with the thing that's not as popular anymore and is dying, and that can breathe new life and new interest and unique interest into a trend. So I think that is a really good option for you. Like if you were only going to cover Clash of Clans, those are your only two options. I was debating earlier with an additional option, but I don't see how you can do it if you only want to cover one game forever. Like if you only want to cover one game forever, your channel will die. You have no chance to survive. Your channel will die, right? So it's just a matter of how slowly it dies. If you're only going to cover one thing forever. Maybe Clash of Clans 2 comes out. Doubt it. You got to expand into other things. So option number 3 that I was debating telling you about is the 80-20 rule, amigo. And it looks like you started to do that a little bit. You're doing Clash content, and then you're going to integrate 1 in every 5 videos, which is what you're doing right now, something new. And so you're trying Fortnite, which is great. Using the 80-20 rule and experimenting with new games is the way to go for you to break outside of your box. Okay? Those are your 3 options that are on the table right now, Lewis. Okay, you can do you can do Supercell games and expand to Supercell games. You can do unique content, mashing up things that are new with things that are old, like Clash of Clans, or you can do the 80-20 rule, where you do 80% Clash content and 20% other types of content. That's my best advice for you right now. Great. Continuing to scroll down chat. Is LinkedIn beneficial to tubers, says Clash Bashing. Yes. LinkedIn is beneficial to tubers. It absolutely is. 100%. But you're going to have to come up with some business objectives that you would want to accomplish through your LinkedIn. So I'm happy to say, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I'm happy to say I'm a LinkedIn gangster. And I've got some pretty insane advice that I can give you. I've got, I think, close to 19,000 followers on LinkedIn. Wow. That's the cliffhanger. I'm going to tell you how you can take advantage of LinkedIn. Cheers. All right, I won't get rid of chat, but I'll make it smaller. I like condense chat in a little bit. 19,000 followers on LinkedIn. So how is LinkedIn useful? So LinkedIn is a platform for all of you guys to develop new relationships, and maybe I'll do a LinkedIn strategy presentation. But all of you, you're not just YouTubers, you're not just streamers, you're not just one thing. You're a dynamic professional that has a lot of different interests and ultimately wants to take your content and make it into a business, right? LinkedIn is the only business social media platform out there, and it will be replacing resumes soon. There will be no need for resumes and cover letters. And pretty soon, there will be no need for physically going in for interviews and things like that. It's all going to be online. We're moving everything to the internet, to remote, to digital. So over the next couple decades, over the next couple generations, things like LinkedIn will be your entire reputation professionally. So think about it that way. This is just like the early version of that, right? So this website will replace resumes and will replace professional reputation. It already is, right? It's got 600 million monthly active users on LinkedIn right now. 600 million. And guess what? LinkedIn is not just resumes. It is content. And what have they done recently? they've implemented the ability to upload videos. Whoa, look at that. Awall's uploading video content on LinkedIn? You bet your butt I am, and I'm getting lots and lots of views from it. A lot of this content is getting thousands of views per video on LinkedIn, and I'm getting big traction from this content. I only have 13 likes, but I'll get something like 900 views on this video, 1,100 views on this video, etc. And so LinkedIn is a video platform that you should absolutely be starting to take seriously. You can upload directly by clicking the home button, and you can click the video button here, and then you can select a video from your archive. So I'll go ahead and select this video. There are not currently any major length limitations. This video is 1 hour and 45 minutes long. I think it will work on LinkedIn. I'll double check that. And now it's got hashtags so you can be discovered. LinkedIn is now a video platform, not just an online resume. So can you guys use your videos to market yourself on LinkedIn? You had better start today if you have time. You can, those clips that you're cutting up for Twitter that I recommend you guys do, post those clips here on LinkedIn as well. What is that going to do for you? Well, how is that going to help you? Well, if you're posting video content on LinkedIn, then what you're doing is getting your name out there, showing the quality of your content, and getting yourself discovered as a professional. So you're going to want to have your work experience here, of course, on LinkedIn as a YouTuber, whatever jobs you've worked in the past, blah, 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 your education, all of that, your skills. But most importantly, you can do a portfolio and a description of who you are, what your business is, and what have you on LinkedIn here. And you can embed your videos here. So you can be discovered by sponsors. You can be discovered by other YouTubers. You can have any number of opportunities on the table. Use LinkedIn to reach out to potential sponsors for your channel. Seriously. If you reach out on LinkedIn, you're going to look like a real professional, not just some kid YouTuber who's trying to scrap his way into some free cash for his channel. If you're on LinkedIn, you have a baller profile set up and you have a nice portfolio set up, you've got proper credibility here by listing your job experience, and then you reach out to a sponsor here to sponsor your channel, you are far more likely to get that sponsor to sponsor your content or to provide you free gear or to provide you free software because you're going to look super legit on LinkedIn. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about LinkedIn for now. So LinkedIn is absolutely beneficial to YouTubers for a number of different reasons. Cool. We've only got a few minutes left in the live stream today. So before we end the live stream, and I will answer a few more questions, but I want you guys to know that reminder to everyone, I'm going live 5 times next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all at 10 a.m. So you guys can check the description of this live stream for the 2 red dots down here and click that and go ahead and set your notifications for all of my upcoming live streams. Whenever you click these, you can set reminder right here and it'll just send you a notification for when I'm live. Cool? That's what you can do. But let's answer a few more questions before we go because we have a little bit more time, of course. Alrighty. Okay, got it. All right. You appreciate the shout out, Andrew says, Tom. We're gonna break the internet with a new formula. That's right. All right. Bash and you do a podcast, kind of. Yeah, so I mean, consider an audio distribution of that podcast. If you want to get additional exposure, distributing it on iTunes and Google Play and everywhere could be an interesting way for your podcast to get more exposure. I don't know if you're already doing that. So there you go. Spring Trap is a cool show. Alrighty then. Let's keep going down. Going down, chat, reading more of your questions. Not sure if you should put your Hollow Knight tutorials on LinkedIn with your accounting resume. Yeah, so you can do that. You absolutely can do that. Relier, you can absolutely put that content there. So here's what you have to realize. Other professionals that are our age, like maybe in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, they've been playing video games. They watch YouTube, they watch Twitch, they are on social media. And so if you can show that you have a competency for video creation and for creativity, it can help you get a job. Let me tell you a fun story. Video games can help you get a non-video games job. So my friend Danny was applying for this wonderful employer, and that employer ended up chatting with him a little bit during the interview, and he mentioned that he had a YouTube channel. And the employer was like, "Oh, really? A YouTube channel?" He's like, "Yeah, I make StarCraft 2 videos with my boy Awall." He's like, "Really? How many subscribers do you have?" "We have 10,000 subscribers." Wow. And it ended up making a connection during that interview. They ended up playing StarCraft 2 together later before he even got the job. And him being a gaming creator opened up that interview, opened up that opportunity for him to work for a fantastic company. And it was a programming job. It has nothing to do with gaming. They make like websites and like data management and sell data about customers. Okay? So you doing gaming content absolutely can mash up with your accounting credentials on LinkedIn. You just list it as a separate set of skills and a separate thing that you're doing, and it can absolutely give you credibility. I'm not joking. Guys, it's 2018. Internet video and social media is business now. Okay, it's everything now. So it's okay to include that as a separate item here on your LinkedIn. Maybe that you're a YouTuber as one of your jobs and you have some of your stuff about being a YouTuber there. And then maybe you have your more traditional business experience below that. I do it. I recommend everybody else do it. There you go. Alrighty then. Let's see what else we have here in chat. All right, I'm gonna go down. Oh man, I've missed so much chat. Drew's MC. Yo, can you review my channel? I can't do a full-blown review right now because we're about to end the live stream, but I can give you a few quick pointers on your channel here. And this will probably be the last thing that we do here. Drew's MC. All right, let's pull you up. I do full-blown channel reviews for folks that are my patrons. But obviously I'll provide feedback and advice for everyone else that's on my live streams as much as I can. So Drew MC, let's pull up your channel here. Okay, so right now your channel is at 497,000 subscribers. Congratulations. And you are doing primarily Minecraft content. Interesting. Minecraft versus Minecraft 2. And it looks like you've got a primarily SEO based strategy here. Yeah, you're really jamming up your videos with every single platform. So it looks like you're getting a lot of views from search. Interesting. Do not open the wrong door videos. So this is all about mystery, what's under the hood content. If you go through one of these doors, then the audience doesn't know what's going to happen. And so they're going to be clicking those videos and you're going to get a ton of views. Got it. So a lot of your videos are getting like millions of views, 1.9 million. That's pretty awesome. So Do Not Choose the Wrong Door appears to be a massively successful series for you. So congratulations. And it looks like any content that's not Do Not Choose the Wrong Door is not getting the traction that, that you want. Oh boy, I know exactly what you need to do right now. If you want to blow your channel up, Drew's MC, I know what you need to do. It just hit me. Looking at your channel, you're on the cusp of becoming freaking-gantic. And there's an example I want to show you of a channel that was in the exact same spot as you. I want to show you. Their channel name was Papa Jake. They were partnered with TGN, the network I founded. And they were on the cusp of becoming gigantic at the time. They were known as Team Epiphany at the time. Come on, printer. There's actually a printer in this office. Can you believe that? Printer! There we go. All right, so, and it's got a fax machine on it? I don't even know. So Papa Jake's channel was doing variety gaming content a long time ago. And then he started experimenting with box fort content, and the box fort content was doing significantly better than the rest of his content, and he had a couple videos that got 1 million views. So he was at a tipping point between doing Grand Theft Auto, doing Call of Duty, and doing these various games, and he didn't know whether he should what to do, right? So then he made a decision to double down on box forts, which was the content that ended up getting him 1 million views, and he did nothing else. This was the critical decision that blew his channel up. When you have a smash mega hit series on your channel, do not, for a period of time, do not release any other content but that smash mega hit series and double and quadruple down on that to blow your channel up. Because of this, his channel went from something like 700,000 subscribers to 5.1 million, and I saw him quadruple down on box fort videos, and he became a mega YouTube star because of it. Drew's MC, when I'm looking at your channel, you're right here on the cusp. You're right here on the cusp. Let's take a look at your social blade. You're right here on the cusp. You know what you're doing. You're making good thumbnails. You know how to make good content. But now it's time for you to transition into the next part of your journey as a creator of becoming a huge star, of becoming a huge multi-million subscriber YouTube channel. God, you're right there. Oh my God, I've seen this story a dozen times. And you're there. You're at this. Listen very carefully. I've been studying this for 9 years. I've been doing this full time for a living, helping people. You blew up right here. This is your opportunity. Don't screw it up. Oh my gosh, don't screw it up. All the numbers look the same as everybody else who was in this spot. Do not screw it up. Here's what you got to do, Drew. Eliminate Minecraft 1 versus Minecraft 2. Eliminate who we found in the house. Eliminate most crazy, insane secrets, eliminate all of this other stuff, and quadruple down on do not choose the wrong door. Do exclusively for the next 60 days, do not choose the wrong door content over and over and over again. And choose different characters that you discover in each one. Maybe throw in really interesting ones. I see you have Five Nights at Freddy's and you have It and what have you, and mix that up and put in quadruple the effort into that type of content, and your channel will blow the hell up. That's the only piece of advice I'm going to give you right now. If I tell you other things, it will distract you. If you do that, you will be looking at an average views per video, easily an average views per video of 500 to 600K. Minimum. And then you can probably regularly get those million hits that you had here. Only do that kind of content, because when you're releasing this other content that isn't that, it's holding your channel back. Algorithmically, everybody listen to this. Algorithmically, when you release a hit video on your channel, the next video that you release after that will be boosted in the algorithm. It just does. That's the way the algorithm works. When you release a dud of a video or an underperformer, the next video that comes out gets decreased in terms of its performance. So what you want to do right now, when you've discovered a mega hit series that can get 1 million views or more, do a hit that leads to a hit, 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 and you will be at 1 million subscribers shortly. Take my advice, Drew MC. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. I'm happy to help you through this critical phase of your career. Okay? Here's my Twitter account. DM me. Don't screw it up. The opportunity is massive for you. I can give you more specific advice later if you'd like. If you become my patron, I can do a full mini channel review. If you want me to coach you, I also have coaching options as well on my Patreon. Just do that one thing I just told you to do. You got to trust me on this. Okay? Advice complete. All right, guys. There's a lot more questions here I was unable to address. Drew MC, good. You're going to double down? Do it. Drew MC, hit me up on Twitter for real. I'd be happy to talk with you. It's really, really fun to see someone on the cusp of living the dream, right? And I've seen that happen about a dozen times in the gaming space, and I've been able to coach some people along the way over that million mark, and I've been able to get my own YouTube channels with TGN, got one over the 1 million mark as well, and there you go. Drew MC, good luck. Guys, I went over time on the stream answering additional questions. Thank you all so much for coming. I didn't get to answer all of your questions, but like I mentioned earlier, you're all in luck, because I am going live, like I mentioned earlier, 5 times next week, and you don't have to worry about a thing. So what we're going to do is we are going to, guys are going to go to my channel. You're going to set reminders on all of these. You're going to subscribe and enable notifications. and we're going to go 5 times next week, live just like this. I'm going ham on the live streams because I love interacting with you guys, and this is going to be so fun. If you guys enjoyed this live stream, if you feel like I gave you value through this live stream, give this live stream a thumbs up. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, this personal YouTube channel that I haven't really given enough love. I'm trying to grow it as basically a brand new channel. I've been doing so many channels on my own through my work, like TGN and what have you, and helping other people grow for so long. I'm trying to grow too. I got this one up to 1.2 million subs. I'm happy. I'd love to get my channel over 100,000 subscribers. That would make me, on the personal side, you know, the professional side, I've had a lot of success, but on the personal side, I'd like to get there. So when you guys thumbs up, when you guys share, when you guys tell your friends about my content, it does massive things for me, growing my channel and helping me grow my online business. And I really appreciate all that support. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back next week with 5 live streams. Keep crushing it all weekend. Do research, grind it out, test new content, up your Photoshop skills, make better thumbnails. You can get there, you can do it, you can grow. And you guys in chat, you guys can all be where Drew MC is one day, on the cusp of blowing the hell up and becoming a megastar. You can get there through hard work. It might take years, but you can do it. And I'll help you get there. Fantastic. See you guys next time.